Let's talk about rejection for a second. We all face it at some point in life and it hurts, right? Maybe it's a job you didn't get, or a friendship that fell apart, or even a romantic relationship that didn't work out. It can feel like the end of the world. But what if I told you there's a way to turn every rejection into something powerful? That's where Loki comes in. Now you might be wondering, why Loki? The mischievous god from Norse mythology? Well, yes. Loki is the perfect example of someone who knows how to turn a rejection into a weapon. He's the master of manipulation and chaos, always turning the tables in his favor, even when the odds are against him. Loki's playbook is filled with sneaky yet brilliant tactics, and today we're going to talk about 5 of them that can help you turn any rejection into your greatest victory. First, let's talk about embracing the power of a no. We've all heard the phrase no before. It's usually a word that stops us in our tracks. But what if instead of seeing it as an obstacle, you saw it as a stepping stone? Loki thrives on rejection because he understands that every no is just an opportunity to find a different path. Instead of giving up when you hear that rejection, ask yourself, what's the real reason behind this? When you embrace rejection, you stop fearing it, and that's when the real power kicks in. Take, for example, the time Loki was rejected by his own family. Instead of sulking about it, he used that rejection to fuel his desire for power. He learned from every failure and used it to improve his plans. That's something we can all learn from. When you face a no, don't give up. Use it to motivate you, adapt, and grow. Rejection doesn't have to be the end. It can be the beginning of something bigger. But how do you actually use rejection to your advantage? The second tactic Loki uses is creating your own opportunities. When the door closes, you don't just stand outside hoping it will open again. You find a way in. Loki doesn't wait for permission. He takes matters into his own hands. Whether it's deceiving enemies, forming alliances, or just thinking outside the box, Loki is always looking for a new way to get what he wants. Think about a time you were rejected. Did you just sit there waiting for the next chance to come your way? Or did you find a new door to open? Loki teaches us that there's always another way to get what you want. If one path is blocked, create your own. Don't wait around for people to hand you opportunities. Take them for yourself. You'll be amazed at how often this kind of thinking can turn rejection into something amazing. The third tactic is leveraging the element of surprise. Loki is a master of unpredictability. He never lets anyone know exactly what he's going to do next. And this uncertainty works to his advantage. When you face rejection, sometimes the best thing you can do is surprise the person who rejected you. That could mean coming back stronger with a new idea or offering something they didn't expect. The key is to keep people on their toes. Imagine a situation where you're told no by someone, maybe a boss or even a friend. Instead of giving up, what if you came back with an unexpected twist? Maybe you improve your skills in a way they never saw coming, or present an idea that completely blows their mind. By surprising them, you not only keep the door open, but you also put yourself in control. Rejection doesn't mean the end. It's just a chance to shake things up and keep people guessing. And when they don't know what's coming next, you hold the power. The fourth tactic is using rejection as a tool to build mystery. Loki thrives on creating a sense of mystery around himself. When he's rejected or shut out, he doesn't go and tell everyone about it. Instead, he takes a step back and lets people wonder what he's going to do next. This sense of unpredictability keeps him in control because no one knows his next move. When you're rejected, it's tempting to rush in and try to fix everything immediately. But Loki knows that sometimes the best thing to do is leave people wondering. It's like when you see a movie trailer that doesn't give away the whole plot. You're hooked because you want to know more. Imagine you've been turned down for a job, or maybe someone rejected your idea. Instead of pushing hard to prove yourself right, take a step back and let the mystery work for you. Don't rush to explain or justify your position. Give it time and let people see you in a different light. By not giving them everything, you create a space where they start to wonder about you. That curiosity can often lead to them coming to you, rather than the other way around. This is a powerful tactic in Loki's playbook, and it works because it shifts the power dynamic in your favor. Instead of feeling small and rejected, you become someone others are trying to figure out. And that leads us to the fifth and final tactic: transforming your rejection into a rallying cry. Loki never lets rejection defeat him. Instead, he uses it as motivation to push forward. When you're rejected, the natural reaction is to feel defeated, right? But Loki takes that rejection and uses it as fuel. It's like he turns every no into a battle cry. Here's how you can do the same. Instead of letting rejection make you feel like you're not good enough, turn it into a moment to prove yourself even more. Think about all the successful people you know, athletes, business leaders, or even people you admire in your personal life. Most of them have faced rejection. But what set them apart is how they used it. They didn't take no for an answer. They took that no and turned it into their reason to push harder, be better, and show the world they were worth more than the rejection they faced. For example, remember the story of how Walt Disney was rejected over 300 times before getting funding for Disneyland? Imagine how many times he could have given up. But instead of backing down, he used every no to fuel his ambition. He turned those rejections into the very thing that drove him to make Disneyland a reality. Every time someone told him it couldn't be done, it just made him more determined to prove them wrong. So, the next time you face rejection, use it to push yourself further. Let it be the spark that ignites your desire to succeed. When others say you can't do it, let that be the very reason why you should. That's how Loki would do it, and how you can too. Now that we've gone over a few of Loki's most powerful tactics, let's bring it all together and see how you can use them in your own life, especially when dealing with rejection. The first step is to reframe rejection as an opportunity. It's easy to take rejection personally, but Loki teaches us that it's not about us. It's about the situation or the people who rejected us. If you start seeing rejection as a stepping stone instead of a setback, your mindset changes completely. It's like a football player who doesn't see a failed play as a loss but as a chance to learn and get better. Every time you get rejected, you've learned something new, whether it's about yourself, the situation, or how you can approach things differently next time. Embrace that learning and use it as a tool to grow stronger. The second step is to use emotional detachment. Rejection hurts, but the key is not letting it control your emotions. Loki is a master of staying calm and keeping a cool head in tough situations. By emotionally detaching from the rejection, you don't let it drag you down or dictate your next move. Instead, you stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward. Think of it like this: when someone rejects you, it's their opinion, not a fact about your worth. Keeping that in mind helps you keep your power. Next, use your rejection to build mystery and curiosity. As we talked about earlier, don't give in to the temptation to chase after someone who has rejected you or keep explaining yourself. Instead, let people wonder about you. Let them see you move forward confidently without chasing approval. People will start to notice the strength and mystery around you, and they'll want to know more. This subtle tactic is incredibly powerful because it makes you stand out and sparks curiosity, two things that are hard to resist. The fourth step is turning rejection into motivation. Rejection is hard, but it can also be the best motivation you'll ever have. Every no is an invitation to prove them wrong. Instead of feeling defeated, channel that energy into pushing forward. Take it from some of the greatest names in history. They faced countless rejections, but they never gave up. They turned their rejections into fuel to work harder and show the world they were capable of greatness. You can do the same. Use rejection as the fire that pushes you to rise higher, work harder, and never settle for less than your best. And lastly, remember the power of patience and timing. Loki doesn't rush. He knows that timing is everything. In moments of rejection, instead of trying to fix things right away, step back and give yourself time to think. Often, the most powerful thing you can do is wait for the right moment to strike. The world is full of people who try to force things too quickly, but it's those who wait for the right time who often make the greatest impact. Just like Loki, let things play out, observe and wait for the perfect moment to move. This is where the real magic happens. By using these 5 forbidden tactics: reframing rejection, staying emotionally detached, building mystery, turning rejection into motivation, and being patient with timing, you can turn any setback into your greatest victory. You'll find that rejection doesn't define you, it's how you respond to it that matters. In the end, Loki's playbook is all about taking control of your situation, no matter how bad it seems. Rejection might feel like the end of the road, but it's really just a chance for a fresh start, a chance to prove your worth, and a chance to show the world that no one can stop you. Keep these tactics in mind next time life tries to knock you down. Use rejection to fuel your comeback and become the version of yourself that no one can ignore.